Hello, everybody. Hope everyone is doing great. We accountability partners, we are back again here on this Thursday, June 4th. And again, we've got a very, very amazing guest with us. So every Thursday, we try to bring about leaders from our business community and share their stories on the online space, how they started this journey, their fears, their struggles, and how they achieved success. So today in our room, we have with us Reema, a coach in our business community, and we're so happy to have you here, Reema. Hi, how are you doing, Reema, today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure's all ours, Rima, for having you on our series. And Rima, to begin with, of course, I would want you to go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about your background, where you basically come from, where you currently live, and what you used to do before. What was missing? I gathered some information about you from the profiles and everything, and I know that you were working in the corporate for close to 20 years. So what was exactly missing during those 20 years that prompted you to look into the online space and particularly grabbing hold of our business opportunity? Yes, so over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, hello everybody. Namaste. So yeah, my name is Reema Shah. I am originally from India, Gujarat, India to be exact. I do speak Gujarati a little bit. And I've been living here in New Jersey for many years. I came here when I was just little. My parents moved here with my sister and a brother when we were going to elementary school. So I've been here for a very long time. And now I live here in New Jersey with my husband, and we have a 11-year-old daughter. As far as I guess profession goes, I have worked in the corporate world as a call center manager for over 20 years. So for a very, very long time, I was, I guess, doing that 9 to 5, I guess, as everybody calls it. As far as my God, what was missing or what the life was like when I was working, life it was just work, right? You get up, do your routine, drive, go to work, come back, and then, start your routine at home. So it was just constant pressure, constantly rushing, constantly trying to balance work, balance home, balance life with kids. It was just that juggling game, I guess. That's what was happening for a while. And yeah, and just trying to find time for yourself wasn't even an option, right? Or just trying to like go through the check of the day, do the daily routine, same thing the next day. So yeah, it was crazy busy, I guess, to put it lightly.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up with your story. And my first question for you is like, most people, when they see something like online, they want to explore something online, they don't say yes right away, right? They take their own time, they look around, and then, they ask questions and they just want to see if this fits their life or not. So my question to you is like when you first came across this business model, like what exactly attracted you towards this when you said yes?
So, because as I've said, I was in corporate for such a long time, and the life was just on that autopilot every single day. And my daughter was very young at the time. So, long story short, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just couldn't, especially with COVID. You know how it is. Everybody went through that same cycle, right? The kids are being homeschooled, and you have to, and then she was in kindergarten at the time. So trying to have her, sit down and do her homework and things like that. And that would happen after I come home, which would be at 9 o'clock at night, and trying to work with a 5-year-old at 9 o'clock. It was not fun. So after, months and months of contemplating what to do, basically we just decided that I need to quit my job. So I actually quit my job. I'm like, I need to, I'll figure something out. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't know what I was going to do. But what I did know is that I cannot continue living like this anymore. And I knew that 100%. It's like I need to find something else. So, to coming back to your question, what I was looking for is something that I can do around my schedule, right? Something that gives me that flexibility to be with my daughter, help her with her homework, take her to school, bring her back, take her to activities. I wanted to be able to be a mom, if you will, and spend time with her. But at the same time, working my entire life, be having that independence. I didn't want to lose that. I didn't want to give up on my income, my financial independence, right? So it's like, okay, I need to find something where I have that best of both worlds. And when I saw this business opportunity, I was like, okay, looks like I can do it from home. Looks like I could, still do what I need to do. So that was my main thing, is that flexibility. I wanted more time with my family, with my daughter, I guess, to be honest, and it just more control over my schedule. So that's what basically just like, oh, okay, this is something I should explore and something I should look into. So that was my one of the biggest, I guess, the attractive points, if you will.
Wow, thanks for sharing. And as a mom, as a wife, and as an entrepreneur, you have already shared that how this business has changed your life and has an impact on your family life. So, could you please share some proud moments or milestones which you have achieved in your business journey?
Oh my God. It's just there's so many things, right? Like it's I was just looking for that flexibility and be able to earn from home and be able to do what I wanted to do with my daughter. I just didn't gain that. I mean, I guess I learned a lot about myself. I am just personality wise, I'm an introvert. I am very shy. I don't go up and start talking to people. I don't forget being on camera, forget being on social media. I only had a Facebook profile, which I just like many of us, you kind of just scroll, post, look at pictures and things like that, but that's it. I was so hesitant to even post my own pictures. It was just I don't know, like scared, nervous. I don't know who was going to look at it. I don't know what they're going to think. Is my hair okay in the picture? All these different things, right? And so it's to answer your question, is like personally, you kind of do your own like a little digging about yourself. You learn a lot about yourself, and then you grow. You become more confident. You become more I don't want to say I don't care about people what they think, but it's like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to make mistake. It's okay. That's what you do. You learn from your mistake and you grow. So yeah, I think I kind of came out of my shell, if that makes sense.
Yes, definitely it makes sense, and we all can relate that when we put our pictures on social media, we all
Mhm.
get conscious what people will think, we are looking good or no, how it is
Mhm.
looking, everything. Almost everybody thinks that way, and
Yeah.
it's normal to feel that way, right? Slowly, slowly, with process only, you get the confidence, definitely. And
Mhm.
as you mentioned, like you have a long journey of corporate world, you worked a lot there, you have experience, and as you mentioned, lifestyle there, you are running on the clock, you are fighting for the time, you are getting time for yourself, for your family, and balancing life, juggling balancing life. So I would like to know that every new thing comes with some challenges, right? When you started this business, definitely you must have faced few challenges in here as well, because it is something new. So what was your biggest challenge in here? One of the challenge you already shared, coming in front of the social media, but other than that, what was the biggest challenge you were thinking that, oh, it is, I was not thinking about it and it is challenging for me? And how did you come out of that fear? How did you learn those skills or techniques, whatever it is? So
Yeah.
would you like to share with our audience that?
Sure. I mean, how many do you want me to share? There are so many. It's as you said, right? I was in corporate for so long. I have a biology degree.
Oh,
Nothing to do with marketing, nothing to do with sales, nothing to do with any business whatsoever. Um, but wanting, I guess my why, my reason was strong enough to make me want to jump in and say, okay, let me try this, because I wanted to be there for my daughter. I wanted that flexibility. I didn't want to have my life on an autopilot where everybody else is basically telling me when I should do what I should do, type of thing, right? So it's like, yep, I want to control my own schedule. So because that was so strong, the fact that I didn't have all these things that people normally would think that you need in order to start your own business. It's like, oh my God, and especially this is online, as you know, with all those fears about being in front of the camera and all that stuff. Yeah, that's definitely was there, but I didn't have any technical knowledge. Like I said, I just had that one social media, Facebook, that is just the Facebook profile. To be honest, even today, I have Instagram account, but if somebody tells me to make a post on it, it will take me a few minutes to figure out how to do it, because it's everybody has their own journey. You learn as you go, right? So it's like, okay. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so it's like, okay, if I want to do this, everything has to be perfect. But that's the other thing I kind of have to overcome, to say, okay, nothing is perfect. It's okay to, like you said, to have messy hair and be okay to have that picture, or it's. So I learned a lot about myself, and learned that it's all of it. It's okay to make mistake. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. So not come having the technical background was big, but thankfully, because we have our training, right? We all know our training is world class. It's video based for people like me, because I can see what they're telling me to do. Okay, go here and click here and do this. And I was able to follow one step at a time. So it that was like the biggest thing. And that was it, because there were so many things that this business has to offer that attracted me. Yeah, the flexibility is there, work from anywhere, work at any time. All those things are there. But it's, if I need help, not having that background, whether it's, business or marketing or sales, or any of it, and not having that background, it was critical for me to have that support where I could tap into somebody and say, hey, I'm stuck. Can somebody help me? And our community is super helpful. Everybody's there. We have a global community, obviously, we all know. So anytime, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, somebody's there to help you.
Yes.
So it's a lot of different things, a lot of combination, a lot of things that I had to overcome. But again, this business, it's like has everything. It's beginner friendly for people like me, and that's what I needed. So yeah, it's been great so far, and still learning every single day.
Yeah. uh, as you said, Rima, like, we all, this is our very, very first time venturing on the online space. We carried so many fears and we figure it out along the way. Now, my question to you is like, from the past 3 years, you're in the business, you're doing it so efficiently. And of course, as you said, there's so many challenges out there that you conquered. Now, I want you to tell us, like, what was that mind shift change or the personal breakthrough that helped you to overcome those list of challenges, those list of fears you had, while those newbie days in the business?
Um, it you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do this. Yeah, it might take somebody else one day to do something, and it might take me 3 days to do that, but that's totally okay, right? So I know that if everybody else can do it and it's beginner friendly, yeah, it'll just take me a little bit longer to do it, but I will get there. So believing in myself that I can actually do it, that was the biggest thing. And I mean, and I was comfortable in corporate world, right? Because that's all I knew. And this was completely different territory and totally uncomfortable. But they say that, right? You have to step out of your comfort zone if you want to achieve something. You have to take that risk. And I did worry about what people would think. I honestly, I didn't even tell my husband that I was doing this. I just signed up and I said I want to do this because if I ask him, not that he wouldn't support me, but then he might say things that's going to change my mind. Maybe they'll make me think different things. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I'm just going to go for it, and then I'll figure it out as I go along. And I wasn't worried about making mistakes, but I was like, it's just that every so often that fear comes and goes, right? But you have to just stick to it and be consistent. And yeah, that was the biggest thing, is it's like building that confidence, and that comes with practice over time. So yeah, it just stay consistent, believe in yourself, and that's basically what I did. And I still every so often have to remind myself.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Reema. And with this, our first session comes to an end, and we move towards our second session, which is the rapid fire. It's a very, very interesting one, wherein you
Oh,
ask with a word or a
okay.
sentence. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and start with two questions, and then each of us have a pair of questions for you. Okay, so my first question to you
Okay.
is one word that describes the current season of your life.
I guess I'm just going to go along with what I said. Growth, right? Like I've grown, so I guess
Growth.
growth
Okay,
would be it. Like it.
perfect. What's one thing you've done that your younger self would never believe?
Being in front of a camera, being in on social media. I guess I if somebody would have told me that 10 years ago that this is what I would be doing, I'd be like, you're kidding, no way. So yeah.
So, next two questions are from me. What's more
Okay.
important, confidence or courage?
Oh, definitely courage, because confidence will follow. You have to have that courage. For me, I guess, again, you have to have that courage to step out of your comfort zone, do what it is what you want to do, and then confidence will follow eventually.
What's a habit you can't start your day without?
I guess that's not really business related. I would say I need my chai in the morning. So that
Nice.
cup of chai is gonna keep me going, especially with ginger. Yes. So.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so next two questions are from me. First
Okay.
question is, what's one lesson from corporate life that still serves you today?
Ah, I guess even in corporate, right? Like you have to, because I managed a lot of people. So working with people, um, consistency, like I stay consistent. A lot of people, we're working on different projects and things don't go right. I don't want to get into all of that, but yeah, I think that consistency, stay consistent is something that was there, and it's definitely, um, applicable here. Yeah.
What's something people assume about successful entrepreneurs that is not true?
Uh, I guess people would think that, oh, you're an entrepreneur, you're own a business, you know a lot of stuff before you get started. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's not true because I knew nothing. So
Yes.
right,
Yeah, most people think that.
like it's like, oh, you're starting a business. Oh my God! So then you must know this, 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 this. No, no, I had zero knowledge. I knew nothing.
So, last couple of questions from my side. Complete the sentence. Freedom means
Uh,
freedom
Okay.
for you now. Freedom means for you now. What is the one word you will fill in there?
Freedom, choice,
Yes.
right?
Great.
Choice to do what I want when I want.
Yeah.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the biggest freedom you can get.
Yeah,
Perfect. If
yeah,
you
because
could,
now certain
yeah,
days of, go ahead.
yes,
Sorry,
yes.
there's a lag.
No, no, that's If you could put one message on a billboard for every woman to see, what would it say?
Especially for women. You are enough just as you are.
Yes,
Wow,
You
perfect.
don't need to
amazing.
change for anybody.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
perfect.
You're enough just as you are.
perfect. Well, that brings us to an end of this amazing session. We truly enjoyed and hope you too had great time with us, Rima. I know you must have had a long day and yet you gave us time. We're very, very grateful for that. I learned so much from you, and I'm sure the audience too picked up, your messages and inspires them to take the next step of action. We wish you all the luck in the business, in personal ways as well. And to all the audience out there, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll be back again next Thursday with another guest. Until then, thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so
Bye.
much. This was so fun.